It's freaking cold! Ah! You know what I'm doing? You know what? This is a teapot that I just got off the stove. I'm warming my hands with it. And they're still cold! Welcome to my highly improvised rant about the cold! One more thing that makes me wish I was an American is central heating. Actually, any advanced foreign nationality. It's around 10 degrees Celsius over here, and I know what you're gonna say, like, weak! It's negative 25 degrees Celsius over here. Like, bitch! Here is my argument. The human air body is not equipped for such cold temperatures. Genetics! I catch a cold by wearing a crop top. The gust of the spring breeze is too much for my tummy to handle. Plus, you get something called central heating, which is something mythical over here. The only means for warmth is the amount of clothing items you can pile onto yourself. Yeah, one of the really confusing things I saw in American movies, like as a kid, that like baffled me is that during Christmas and like they open the door and they're in like a t-shirt and like shorts. I'm like, what sorcery is this? What? They got warm snow! I want that! Actually, not just as a kid, as a teenager, it continued to mind boggle me till my teenage years. You know why? Because I discovered central heating when I went to camp at a 4-star hotel. Yes, that's the alarm. You heard that right. Camping at a 4-star hotel, because that's what happens when you go to a posh-ass school in Lebanon. The indoor swimming pool and sauna were brutal, guys. Like, yeah, I was such a badass A student. I basically went there for free. You know you're poor when you go to the principal's office to get the financial aid for, and your friends are like, what is that word? What is it? No, but seriously, it was winter and it was warm on the inside. I'm like, and like in the middle of the mountains, I'm wearing like 4 fucking layers, but I feel like I want to take them off. Like, what? I actually took off a hoodie in the snow, and it took me like a minute over there to wrap my head around this. Like, what's happening? What is this? That's a new feeling. Back to the cold. Usually, I know my camera is crooked, but whatever. Usually, we use electric heaters. But now, with the electricity crisis and the government electricity is literally bestowed upon us for half an hour a day, so the generators can't really power these like heavy electric heaters. Actually, they can, some of them, but they're mad expensive. And like, we're dead ass broke. So this winter, we decided, like, you know what? Let's play a game. You know, how low can you go? No, how much can you pile? I'm wearing right now 4 shirts. I can't show you all of them, but you gotta trust me on this one. There's like another one underneath that, but I can't take it out because what? There's, and the third one, it's fleeced. 2 hats. And I'm still cold. I just took off my like winter robe just for the sake of filming this video, because I would literally be walking like, yes, that's when you know you have reached maximum clothing capacity. Like, I want food. No, I can't. I can't. My joints are hinged in this position. So, electric heaters, out of the question. Now for the gas heaters. One other thing that baffled me as a kid and during my teenage years. One time I was talking to my Norwegian friend and she was like, we got gas pipes. And like, what? Pipes and gas in the same sentence? It took me a minute as well. Cause over here, we got like gas tanks that we go fill up at the gas station thingy. Not gas like gasoline, but like actual gas. And they're in iron tanks, which is a major safety hazard, by the way. But yeah, that's how we use the stove. we get these tanks and we put them next to the oven and we connect it. And that's how we connect the gas heater. But surprise! The economic crisis is fucking us over. And now one gas tank is basically my dad's pension. So I'm like, you know what? You know what's a like awesome game? Let's keep on playing that game. Let's continue playing How More Candy Pie. And speaking of safety hazards, you know what when they say like lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place? Okay. Our gas tank blew up our kitchen twice. Twice! Like we had to change all the windows because they shattered, and the doors because they split in half because of that explosion, of these two explosions. I was so far away from the kitchen, and then something blew up and all the doors and windows of all the rooms started flying open. And the first thought that popped into my mind, like, it's not Israel season. They usually come during summer. It's still cold, okay? Not cool. Not cool. Anyways, where was I? Gas. So, we can't turn on those either. Do you know how hard it is to take a shower? Again, the electricity is bestowed upon us only half an hour a day, and the water heater only works then. So it's off like 23 and a half hours a day and only works for half an hour a day. So we got 2% warm water. And whenever I want to take a shower, it's like a race against time. It's a mission impossible because we only turn on the hot, okay, which is lukewarm to cold, actually. And you literally got like 2 minutes. 2 minutes to do that until it becomes freezing cold. So we'd be like, and then you turn into a popsicle. We do not shower our hair and body at the same time. No, that's not a thing anymore. You gotta shower across a span of 2 days. First day, the body, and the second day, you go to the sink to wash your hair. And if you got a loving mom, she'll be occasionally like, you're gonna get brain damage! Let me boil some water on the stove. So, and then your mom will pour it on your head to like not get seizures from the cold. I don't know if it's a thing, but it's definitely becoming a thing. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, Mom, for preventing like irrevocable brain damage. Whenever I take a shower in freezing cold water, like afterwards, I borderline feel autistic. I don't know if science correlated autism to like freezing cold temperatures, but they should. Just gonna say that. It's not because of the vaccine! Have you ever wondered about that? Most anti-vaxxers live in like really cold countries. Coincidence? I think not. I started improvising. I started like making up like life hacks for when you're cold. Cause I'm your girl and I wanna help you out if you're like broke as fuck and like really cold. One thing you could do when your hands are cold is like sit on them. I know what you're gonna say. That will cut off the circulation in my hands. Like that's the point. Not the warmth per se, but the fact that you won't feel your hands anymore. So can't feel the cold anymore either. No. Also another technique is to place your hand underneath your knee. And like you can alternate, like if you want to work. I was editing, my hands, my limbs were freezing off. I was gonna get a frostbite this close. So I would alternate. I would work with one hand and then boop, the other. It kind of works. See, I just realized, you know you're wearing too much layers when nothing jiggles anymore. I'm wearing so many leggings, nothing is jiggling, nothing. It's like freaking spandex at this point. Also, this technique only works if you have a loved one. So you'd be like, raise your arms. You'd be like, what now? And then you put your arms underneath their armpits and they'd be like toasting them. Toasty hands. It would be very beneficial if they're wearing deodorant. Like good hygiene is important in this case. So my friend blamed my slothness for being so damn cold. Like it is freezing cold, but I am extra cold because I don't move much. So I was literally going back and forth in this tiny ass room. Like that's the entire room, guys. it fits in this frame in portrait mode. So, okay, I'm dizzy. When I could have simply cleaned up my clothing rack, aka the treadmill. So I think, yeah, the slothness. I blame it on the slothness. But you know what? Honest to God, I actually do feel kind of warm now because I was unleashing the fury. Burning within me. I feel kind of toasty. I feel kind of toasty. But I know this feeling is not gonna last. Give me warmth. Give me love. The other cat sleeps all night next to me, but that cat emits infrared radiation. I do cover up myself with like 2 big ass blankets, but that little bitch, I love him. He's like a mini sauna that you can hug like a teddy bear all night long. Also, you know what's a dope ass life hack that nobody talks about? Like, no. My feet are always cold. For all the foot fetish people in my DMs, I got tiny feet, size 36, European. It's a phenomenal life hack, guys. It's like the hair dryer. Hair dryer, guys. Here's the life hack that will save your life if you always get cold feet like I do. 2 steps, actually 3, if you want them to like stay toasty for such a long time. First step, you hair dry your foot. Which sounds weird. Anyways, you know what I mean. The nude foot. You know, the barefoot. Not the nude foot, the barefoot. But like, don't burn your foot. Just twinkle like this. And then you wear the socks. Preferably like thick socks. And then you blow dry those socks as well. Like make them toasty. And then, last step, the 3rd step, if you got shoes, or like in this case, this. It's my mom's, by the way. Do that. And then wear it immediately. Wear it immediately. Warmth is preserved. And I know what you're gonna say. Like, if you're gonna go out and you're wearing like boots or shoes or like sneakers or whatever, it still works. You know why? Because you're walking. You're walking and there's a friction. Friction creates heat. The heat is preserved, the heat is maintained, and that's how my feet survive throughout the winter. Also, I do always carry like a pair or 2 extra socks whenever I go out. And the biggest life hack, if you're feeling too damn lazy to do all of that, I got you, but you need to be kind of flexible. Just a little bit. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna show this on camera, standing up. Let's not. Ow. Okay, it's gonna help, I promise. Wait, so, when you're sleeping and your feet are really cold and you feel so damn lazy to get the hair dryer, but be careful, you really need to unlock yourself from that position, because one time I slept like that the entire night. I woke up like half paralyzed, like poof! I fell out of bed, like my legs were absolutely numb. So yeah, what you do is you put one foot underneath the knee pouch and then the other okay guys, it's easier if you're sleeping, so and you put the other one there as well, so you sleep like that. It works, trust me, it works. It needs monitoring. Like, you need to time it, set your alarm, and your feet will be toasty. And when your feet are toasty, you can actually sleep. What is up with cold feet and not being able to sleep? What? So yeah, this is it for my rant. I should rant more often during winter because I feel warm. See you next time. Bye!